Okay, dear students, வாழ்க வளமுடன். Now we are seeing about lesson number 2, the world between two world wars. Okay, previous class we saw the last para, anti-colonial movement in Africa. Okay, anti-colonial movement in Africa. First one, colonization of Africa. Okay, so Europeans had been colonized most of the places such as Asia and Africa. So, and the African coastline had been explored in the 16th century and a few European settlements had come about. But the interior of Africa was unknown to the outside world until the last quarter of 19th century. Next, Boer was coming, and two relations between the two British colonies of Natal and Cape Colony and two independent Boer states of the Transvaal and the Orange Free State had long been unfriendly. Next one, Afrikaners. Afrikaners, you know that the descendant means lineage means அவங்களோட மரபில் வந்தவங்க. ஓகே, ஸோ descendants of original Dutch settlers of South Africa. Dutch settlers of South Africa, also known as Afrikaners, or another name is called Boers. Okay, so இவங்களோட லாங்குவேஜ் என்ன? Afrikaans, AFRIKAANS. Okay, next one, nationalist politics in South Africa. There were two main political parties have Unionist Party, which was the mainly British, and the South Africa Party had largely Afrikaners. Afrikaners, or another name is called Boers. You know that Boers, Dutch settlers of South Africa, also known as Boers. Boers, another name is called Afrikaners. Okay. Next one, racist policy against the blacks. Afrikaners pursue a harsh racist policy towards the blacks and the minority Indians. So native blacks and also suffered in all spheres. Native black peoples and also suffered socially, economically, politically, all the one is very suffered native blacks peoples. Next one, dominion status of South Africa. South Africa had gained dominion status and thus had full control over foreign policy. Okay, so economically depression brought unemployment and bankruptcy. Next one, apartheid in South Africa. Apartheid, which means separateness, became the racial policy of the Nationalist Party in 1947. Last one, South Africa during World War and its aftermath. So when the World War II broke out, the United Party split on the issue of South African support for Britain in the war against Germany. Okay, 1948 election gave the reunified National Party a majority over truncated United Party. And truncated means disfigured, and National Party a majority over the truncated United Party. Okay, now we are seeing about political development in South Africa. Okay, political development in South Africa. Mayas and Aztecs. Okay, before the European discovery of America, three centers of civilization existed there in Mexico, in Central America, and in Peru in South America. The Maya, Inca, Aztec civilizations were highly advanced. There were several states in each of these areas of civilization. Well organized and strong government existed. Around the 11th century, large cities formed into a League of Mayaban, center of Maya civilization of Native American Indians. For over 100 years, the League of Mayaban lasted. Though Mayaban was destroyed towards the close of 12th century, other cities continue. Aztecs from Mexico conquered the Maya country in the 14th century and founded their capital city of Tenochtitlan. For nearly 200 years, the Aztecs ruled their empire. Okay, listen to me. Mayas and Aztecs. Okay, before the Europeans not discovered America, and three centers of civilization existed there in Mexico, in Central America, and in Peru in South America. Okay, dear students, listen to me. Three centers of civilization. Okay, three centers of civilization means very highly advanced. First one, Maya, Inca, and Aztec civilizations. Okay, so these civilizations and highly advanced in Mexico, in Central America, in Peru, in South America. Okay, ma. So three civilizations is highly advanced: Maya, Inca, Aztec civilization. Okay, there were several states in each of these areas of civilization, and several these states and spread out these civilizations. And well organized and strong government has existed. So that time, well organized and strong government having that time. Around the 11th century, large cities formed into a league of Mayaban. Okay, and the time and large cities formed into a Mayaban. So large cities means and center of Maya. Okay, and forming that Maya civilization, and only having Native Americans. Okay, only lived Native Americans, and forming large cities. That large cities name of Mayaban. For over 100 years, the League of Mayaban lasted. Though Mayaban was destroyed towards the close of 12th century. Okay, and this center means and Maya, large cities of Maya. So over 100 years the League of Mayaban lasted. This centers and having that 100 years. Okay, though Mayaban was destroyed towards the close of 12th century. Next, Mayaban destroyed towards the close of 12th century. Close time, and Mayaban destroy that time. Mayaban only destroy and other cities and also continue that time. Okay, next one, Aztecs from Mexico conquered the Maya country in the 14th century and founded their capital city Tenochtitlan. Already you know that Maya, Inca, Aztecs and highly advanced civilization. Aztecs and Mayas destroyed towards the close of 12th century. Other cities and also continued that time. Aztecs from Mexico conquered. Aztecs captured Maya country. In the 14th century, Aztecs and Mexico conquered means own and winning. Okay, owned the Maya country in the 14th century and founded their capital. 14th century established their capital Tenochtitlan. This capital name is Tenochtitlan. For nearly 200 years, the Aztecs ruled their empire. Okay, and Maya country captured. Aztecs captured Maya country. Next, founded their capital city name Tenochtitlan. For nearly 200 years, the Aztecs ruled their empire. 200 ஆண்டுகள் ஆஸ்டெக்ஸ் தங்கள் பேரரசை ஃபுல்லு ஆட்சி பண்ணியிருக்காங்க. ஓகே, 200 years the Aztecs ruled their empire. Okay, ma, do you understand this para? Next one. In the 16th century, around 1519, when the Aztecs were at the height of their power, the whole empire collapsed before a handful of adventurous. Adventurous means arrival, and others, and Spaniards and Spainers, and also came to America. Okay, and in the 16th century, when the Aztecs were at the height of power, the whole empire collapsed, and the whole empire collapse ஆகுது. Why? What is the reason? And other rulers and African and foreigners and also came to this place. So this empire collapsed that time. Before a handful adventurous means arrival. led by a Spaniard name, and Spaniards came to this place. Spaniard name Hernan Hodes. Okay, Spaniards names Hernan Hodes. Okay, and ஸ்பானியஸோட தலைமையில் யார் வராரு? ஹெர்னன் கோட்ஸ். ஓகே, Mexican civilization collapse and already and Aztecs captured that place. Okay, already Aztecs captured Maya country. Okay, so Aztecs from Mexico captured the Maya country in the 14th century, and this time Mexican civilization and also collapse சீர்குலையுது within the great city of Tenochtitlan also perished. And perished means destroy and died. Most of the peoples and also died that time. Destroy and this great city. Okay, great city of Tenochtitlan and also perished that time. Mexican city collapsed and this whole empire and also collapsed that time. Okay, this is one of the world worst genocides and this is one of the world worst genocides. And genocides means murder, massacre. Okay, and இது வந்து ஒரு வேர்ல்டில் இது வந்து ஒன் ஆஃப் த மேசக்கராக இருக்குது. ஓகே, ஸோ மோஸ்ட் ஆஃப் த பீப்புள்ஸ் அண்ட் ஆல்சோ டைட். The other famous conquistors and other famous ஒரு ஃபேமஸ் படையெடுப்பாளர் யார்? கான்கரர், வின்னர். Also Spaniard name, first Spaniard name Hernan Cortes. Okay, Hernan Cortes Mexican city, and Hernan Cortes is a whole empire collapse. And next Spaniard by name Francisco, and next Francisco and பாரு other famous